everyone, welcome back to Mo's World and happy TGIF. Today's video will be about the pros and cons of the semester system versus the quarter system. If y'all don't already know, I go to Cal State LA. We were originally a quarter system school. We just recently converted to a semester system. So I got a little taste of both. So I just basically going over my experience of the semester system and the quarter system, and I'm comparing and contrasting both and also giving you my pros and cons. Not everyone's pros and cons, just my personal pros and cons of the semester system versus the quarter system. So I basically compiled a list of pros and cons for both the semester system and the quarter system. I'm going to start with the pros and cons of the semester system first because that is the system I am currently in for this semester. And then I will go into the pros and cons for the quarter system. My pros and cons. For the semester system, I only have two pros. I get to take more classes since the classes are 3 units instead of 4. Our maximum amount of units to take per semester is 18 units, but we can always petition to take more. So the fact that each class is only 3 units, we have more opportunities to take more classes. So another one of my pros for the semester system is that the duration of class is less than the quarter system. Say in the quarter system, your class is 2 hours long and you meet Mondays and Wednesdays. In the semester system, if you meet Mondays and Wednesdays, your class will be around an hour or 15 minutes. So that is a huge drop from this quarter system to the semester system. And personally, I'm the type of student who does not like to be sitting in class for that long because my attention span is really small unless we're doing a group activity or a very interactive hands-on activity. But if it's just a lecture, I can only sit there for so long and listen to the professor talk. It is no disrespect to the professors. This is just how I am as a student. Now, that is why I prefer online classes because I feel like I can teach myself the material if you're giving me the material. But that's why in the semester system I find that a pro. Classes are only an hour 15 long if you meet twice a week, and that's perfect because usually around the hour mark is when I start dozing off. So if I have another hour, then I'm just not even paying attention anymore. But at least it's just 15 minutes more. So, to me, that's a pro. Now, onto the cons of the semester system. So if you don't know, the quarter system is only 10 weeks. Well, plus 1 because of finals week. In the semester system, it's 15 weeks plus finals week. That is an extra 6 weeks. Extra 6 weeks of school that I'm not used to. And I hate it. Hate it. Because normally by the 8th week, I'm over school. I just want it to be over. And those extra 5 weeks of class, it's torture for me. Because I just can't do it. I'm already over school by the 8th week. At least in the quarter system, the 8th week is at the end. So I just have to push through 3 more weeks and then I'm good. Here, the 8th week is halfway through, which means I have another 8 weeks to push through. Another con for the semester system is I am more likely to procrastinate when I have more time. So typically in the semester system, professors are given a certain amount of material to teach and they expand it throughout the semester. Now, being that we're a school that went from the quarter system to the semester system, in the quarter system, everything's condensed. So when we converted to the semester system, we basically have to learn all the material we typically would normally learn in 10 weeks in 15 weeks. Now, some people would say that's a pro, Like I said, this is my opinion, but I personally, like, I get bored. Like, if you're just gonna drag it on, I'm more than likely not gonna show up to class. Also, that gives us time in between, say, assignments to procrastinate. And for me, it's like, if one thing is due after another, then I can stay on top of my stuff. And, you know, I won't procrastinate. But if you give me time in between everything, I'm going to procrastinate, which is what I did this semester. Procrastinated. I mean, I still made it, but I procrastinated. Now I'm going to go into the pros and cons of the quarter system. So like I mentioned earlier, the quarter system is only 10 weeks plus finals week. So technically 11 weeks. So that is definitely a pro for me. I'm so glad that that was only 11 weeks. It was like each quarter flew by, and to me, that's what I needed. Also, it's a fast pace, and I'm a fast paced person, so that really fed into what I liked, and that's why I love the quarter system so much. It also didn't allow me to procrastinate. Those are like definite pros for me. It's not for everyone, because the quarter system is so fast paced. We learn so much material in so little time, and there's like so many other projects to do and papers to write, and depending on how many classes you're taking, it's like, it's so much. But for me, that works to my advantage, because I do better when it's like that. For other people who don't really retain material that fast and are able to process it that fast, it might be a little more difficult for them. So they may think that the semester system's better, but I personally like the quarter system, hands down. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was one con about the quarter system that, I mean, it's not something that I was really like, oh my god, why is it like this? But because the classes are 4 units each, you can't take as many classes as you would in the semester system, even though I did it anyway. So our max amount of units to take is 16, which is 4 classes. And I wanted to take more than 4, so I had to basically petition to take more than 4. And at in one quarter, I took 6 classes. Everyone told me I was crazy, and they were right to say that, because it is crazy. I survived though. That was actually my best quarter. Like I said, I work better when I have more to do. I know it's backwards, but that's just how I am. That's why I like the quarter system so much. It didn't allow me to procrastinate. I was on top of everything. Alright everyone, that concludes today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It was just a little snippet of the semester system versus the quarter system and how each system works. Now, not everyone's the same, so these are just my pros and cons. Hope this helped you guys determine whether you are a semester system person or a quarter system person. Comment down below and let me know which one you are. And yeah, that's all. Mo out.
I'm in love with the Coco.